coming to you fresh today, looking like Abigail Adams. Good morning, guys. Today, okay, it's 9 o'clock. I'm making myself some coffee. Day 3 of potty training. I can't make this long. I have, you know, a couple minutes to chat, but I wanted to give you a quick update on how potty training is going, and yeah, try to give you as much information as possible. I won't go into all the details here. I won't go into like all the tips, and I won't go into everything, but I'll try to give you as much of an update as possible. So we're on day 3. This is the 3rd day of us doing bare bottom, and so far, surprisingly, it's going really well. Yay! It's going really well. I didn't know what to expect, being that Hugo has a speech delay, so I was like, all right, well, we'll just see. But my mommy instinct, the whole reason I decided to do potty training now was my mommy instinct told me that he was ready, which I think is like a huge part of it. And also, he's off from school this week for spring break, so I figured, you know, like, now's a good time. He's home. We can like really do this thing and like take our time and like really jump into it for the week. And so day 3, he's doing really well. The first day was a mess. It was a shit show, pun intended. I won't go into like all the details, but just know it was a mess. It was a mess. But every single person who's potty trained a child, every book I've read, sorry, I'm also like keeping an eye on the boys, everything that I've seen has said like the first day is going to be a mess. And that's okay. Like, you're going to have a day in there in potty training, whether it's the first day or the second day, that's going to be just a mess. And so it was like, all right, the first day was a mess, especially in the morning, but I like regrouped during his nap time. During nap times and bedtimes, we were still doing diapers and pull-ups because I'm like not ready to go there yet. But after his nap time on the first day, it was like, oh, okay, like this is starting to click. A big mistake that I did, that she said even in the book, which I'll link down below, she had even said in the book, keep a potty like nearby, because your toddler is not going to want to stop whatever activity they're doing or like whatever show they're watching to go to the bathroom. And that was the mistake I made. At first I kept the potty. We're using the little baby Bjorn potty, which I love and couldn't recommend enough. I'll link that down below too. At first I was leaving it in the bathroom, and so every 15 minutes I was leading him into the bathroom, and I was like, this is not sustainable. And like, he quickly caught on to like, wait a minute, I don't want to miss out on the fun, I don't want to stop playing. Like, and then that's when the accident started occurring. And I was like, she said not to do this, but there have been instances and times where I felt like Hugo is a specific child, and like I didn't want him to mistake the potty for a play thing or a play toy. And I thought like keeping it in the bathroom was like, oh, like he'll know the potty's in the bathroom, so we go to the bathroom in the potty. And sorry, I have to be like kind of careful what I film. Oh, I moved the potty out into the living room, and it was like night and day, guys, like night and day. All of a sudden it was just like, oh great, the potty's here, like ignore the mess that's in the hallway. Like great, I will just go to the bathroom. Like I see it, and that's what he started doing. Anytime he had to go to the bathroom, he just started going in the potty. So I can't recommend like keeping the potty in your like space of play enough. That was so great for us. And really, once I moved the potty into the living room, he like kind of stopped having accidents. He did have one small accident yesterday morning. There was no like rhyme or reason behind it. We were just hanging out on the couch and it just happened. But besides that, like he's been doing a really nice job, and he's really been able to, and I think this is the like biggest part, he's made that connection in his body, and he knows what it feels like to have to go to the bathroom before he has to go. And I don't know if you can really teach that. And so that was like the big thing that I was like, okay, let's see if that's what he recognizes. And if he doesn't, like, I don't, how do you teach that, right? Especially to a child who has a communication delay and can't tell you that that's how they're feeling. So luckily he's had that feeling, and he knows what to do, and he knows that he has to pee before he has to pee. So yay. We'll say potty training brings a whole new level Potty training brings a whole new level of anxiety to the day, mamas out there. So if you can do it during a time where you have some help, whether that be your partner or, I don't know, if there's someone who can be there for you for like the first day or two, that'll help tremendously, because it's like you already have a million things to worry about and to think about and to do, especially if you have more than one kid, and then to have to add in potty training on top of that. Like the first day I was watching him like a hawk, every single thing, like, because she says in this book that of course I can't remember the name, it's the one by Jamie and the one I was talking about, again I'll link it down below, but she says like for the first day you need to be watching them like a hawk, and you can't be doing anything else, and if you need to be able to recognize that like tiny little sign that they have to go right before. And I guess if your child is having a hard time connecting and a hard time knowing they have to go before they go, then yes, that would be true. But what I found was that first day was really draining and really exhausting, because that's what I was doing. But then when I realized that, oh, wait, he's putting 2 and 2 together, he knows when he has to go before he goes, it took away that little bit of like, I don't know, like every single minute anxiety. And now it's just a matter of like, okay, I'm watching him. He has been going to the potty on his own without me. Like we're still, whoa, big burp-a-roo. We're still asking him every like 15 minutes, do you need to pee? Do you need to go use the potty? And she says in the book too, like to be as consistent with your language as possible. So like we choose to say pee and we use the word potty, but like if whatever terms you use, just make sure that they're consistent. So we've been doing that. So we'll still ask him if he has to go pee, but it's not quite as like every minute. And she says too, like kids can obviously like feel your anxiety. So if like you're getting really worked up about it, then your child is going to. And so I found that like now on day 3, like, you know, it's only 9:15, we haven't had any accidents yet, but that like every minute of like watching him like an eagle, like that anxiety is gone. But it is still, it's a lot, especially when like I also am pumping and trying to figure that out and like at what time can I be tied to the pump. Anyway, it's going really well. It is going really well. I'm really proud of Hugo so far. If you guys have any specific questions or comments or anything, just leave them down below. I'm so incredibly proud of him. He's doing really, really well. I hope that, you know, again, knock on wood, I hope I'm not jinxing it, but no, I am so proud of him. He's doing really well. He's going to the potty right now. Good job, honey. No pee? Okay. That's okay. You tried. Good job trying, honey. Good job trying. So I'll say too, like he's been going to the potty. Anytime he feels like he has to pee, he's been going to the potty. So that's really nice too. He has not yet pooped in the potty. So that's like our big focus today. And I'm thinking that if he poops in the potty today and he doesn't have any accidents, then tomorrow I'll put him in pants, because like stage 2 is pants with no underwear, and then stage 3 is underwear. So I'm hoping to move on to the next stage tomorrow. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, any questions, leave them down below. I will answer them in a future video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and we'll see you soon.